What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another new podcast. So, I want to talk to you guys today about something. I want to talk to you guys about divesting because it's something that I've been hearing a lot more lately on social media platforms, and it got me doing a little research into it. And for those of you that are not familiar, divesting is pretty much a movement of Black women that are leaving Black men and, to an extent, the Black community. A lot of them have felt that they've been done wrong and they'll be better served dealing with the white community. Now, any of us that understands how America works knows how silly that sounds, but we are going to dig into that. I also have a clip for you guys showing what happens in real time when some women try to divest from the community. I got stats, I got graphs, I got clips for you guys, so stick around for all of that. Before we get into that, take a second to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell for me. And one more thing, show a little love to the like button, but let's get right into it.
To be a divested woman means simply that you're taking yourself or removing yourself from environments that may be filled with people or things that you no longer desire to be around.
In case you didn't catch that, that's word salad for I'm done with you Negroes.
Like a lot of the women, if not all of the women that I know that are divesting like myself, is because we're doing it for very solid reasons. A lot of us are doing it for ourselves and future generations.
Okay, so going to the white community is going to be better for you and your future generations. All right. Let's take a look at this clip and let's see how great it's going for this future generation. We're going to get back to her, but let's take a look at this first.
Let me get the bottle. Hi, beautiful. Hi. Hey, what's up, Gooby? What's up? What's up, my little smoking nigga?
Now, this isn't to say that all white men feel this way about their biracial children. This is just to highlight one potential trap that is waiting for you when you divest from the community that you are a part of. I will also say this. What makes you think that white women, by and large, are going to sit back while you take their men? Do you think that they're just going to say, well, dang, Jenny, they took another white man from us. They took Brad this time. You know, he was a good white man. Taekwon Denisha just came right in and swept up right from under our nose. God damn it, those Black girls win again. They're not gonna sit there and let that happen. And the numbers don't even back that up because it shows that white men generally marry white women. And if they don't marry white women, they marry Asian women next on that list. And after that is Hispanic women. I want you to take a look at this graph right here I found. It shows that most of the time, white husbands marry white wives. The same thing with Blacks, the same thing with Asians. They generally marry within their race. And the lowest amount of interracial marriages occurs between white husbands and Black wives. So to think that all of these women can just up and leave the Black community and there are going to be a plethora of men waiting for them is crazy. Not even in the dating world are you going to have that much success, because take a look at this right here. It shows now these are stats from OkCupid. They gathered the swipe rights and the swipe lefts and they compile that data to see who is the least desirable among interracial dating. And what they found is that men across the board respond less to Black women. So that's where that whole term least desirable came from. If you remember, there was an article that came out a few years about that, and it just showed that Black women and Asian men, for that matter, were on the bottom of the food chain when it came to dating interracially. So I just want to give people a full understanding and their statistics and their chances when it comes to marrying outside of their race, because a lot of people are going to follow advice from a woman like her and other women that are posting about divesting. And what they're going to find is that the men just are not there. They already are in short order when you open yourself up to all races. But if you're only opening yourself up to the white man, especially as a Black woman, you're going to find yourself on a steep uphill battle. But now we're going to take a look and see what happens in real time when black women try to divest and go to the white community. Let's check this out.
Okay, girls. If Andy is your type, then step forward.
And it feels like summer.
Serenity, step forward. So what are you gonna do? Do you want to couple up with Serenity, or do you want to choose somebody else? It's completely up to you.
I would love to couple up with Courtney.
Okay. Courtney, are you happy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Andy, go get your girl.
Let's go.
Humbling things ever is being a black woman on TikTok, because you will find these really sexy ass white men and then I will DM them and they will motherfucking ignore the fuck out of me, bitch. I be getting humbled. Humble, bitch.
Now, god damn, I know that had to sting. It is hard for women to take rejection because generally, as men, we are not wired to say no to a woman's advances, especially in this situation where you have a woman saying, hey, I'm stepping up because I want to be with you. And he still chose a woman that didn't want to be with him because he didn't want to pick the black chick. And I don't know what his reasons were. Maybe he's just not attracted to black women. Maybe he wants to bring a white woman home to his parents. But either way, she didn't get picked. And this is what's going to happen to a lot of black women that go out there and try to divest from the community. Because this woman right here, she is actually very attractive. She's very in shape. That's one of the things that men in general ask for, is somebody to be fit. But we see that she still got looked over. So how much more so is the woman that we saw in our first clip going to get looked over? And a lot of women that probably look just like her are going to get looked over as well. So if you think that you have it hard now with the black man, go over to that white community and see what really happens. See how you're really thought of and see how you're treated by and large. Because some are going to be able to do that because they actually know white people. They live in white communities. They have white friends. So they have better options when it comes to that. But if you grew up in a black community, if you don't know any white people, then you probably should get that divesting mentality away from you, because it's going to leave you single and it's going to leave you hurt. But we're going to go back one more time to our girl, because we're going to listen to one more thing that she has to say about the black community.
Embarking on this journey as a divested woman, there's just certain friends I wouldn't bring to certain areas with me, and there's certain friends I wouldn't bring to certain activities with me, just because there's a very high probability that they're gonna embarrass me. And I don't know about you guys, but I get embarrassed very easily. So if you're not on the same wavelength as me, or I just feel like, and I'm trying to put it as nicely as I can, if you're just real loud, real out there, real audacious, there's just some places and events that I just will not invite you to.
I beg your pardon?
So this right here just goes to show you that the issue isn't just with black men, it's with black women. So that means that you have a problem with black society overall. And that's generally what I see with these divestors. They're not just going over to the white community because they like white men. That's fine. I have no problem with somebody saying, look, I just like white guys. I like how they look, whatever the case might be. Cool. But a lot of it is out of trauma. A lot of them are getting hurt. And so they start to run over to the white community thinking that it's going to be better. And what ends up happening is that they waste their time chasing after white men that don't want them. And then they look up and they're in their 30s, they're in their 40s, some are in their 50s. And then they're like, dang, all men suck. I hate all of them. No, you just didn't do what you needed to do to get the men that you wanted. And you went up against odds that were not in your favor. So what do you think you are going to get out of that? That's going to wrap up this video. I'm going to leave you guys with this last clip before I go, because we're going to look back at that black girl that got rejected. And maybe this gives us a little bit of insight on why she was rejected. So you think maybe that's what he was afraid of? Maybe that's what he didn't want to take home to his family. He thought she was going to act that way. I don't know. But subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.